Welcome to yoga. Find a child's pose. So come to all fours. Couple of options for your child's pose here. So you can let your knees come nice and wide and then make the big toes come to touch. If you have a bolster, you can take a bolster and bring yourself down onto the bolster and then resting on the right cheek. Maybe the hands come underneath the bolster and you rest a little bit higher here, supporting yourself a little more. You could also use a pillow, whatever you have. If you don't want to do the bolster and just want to do the arms stretched forwards, that's fine. If you choose to open the chest a little bit as you're in this child's pose, you can bring the hands onto blocks if you have some blocks here. It could also be a pillow. And then stretching the arms forward. Spread the fingers. Connect to the block through all the fingertips and then lower your forehead down. And then finding here, child's pose. Let your breath begin to go deeper. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. With each breath, letting your spine lengthen, letting your hips begin to open, letting your chest and belly sink deeper and deeper towards the mat. Allow yourself to release and let go of anything that no longer serves you in this moment. If you had the bolster here and you brought your cheek down to the bolster, go ahead and turn your head to the opposite side. Taking a few more deep breaths here. And then begin to slowly rise up here. So if you had the bolster, go ahead and move it to the side. And if you were using the blocks, you can bring the blocks to the front. And then bring the knees in to hip distance apart. Plant the wrists underneath the shoulders here. And then let's do a few cat-cows here, spreading the fingers, connecting through all the fingertips to the earth, tucking the chin towards the chest, rounding the spine, pulling the navel in and up. Inhale, begin to drop the belly, chest, lift the head, pull the shoulders back. Rounding the spine, pressing the floor away from you through the hands. Bring the chin towards the chest. Tuck the navel in and up. Inhale, begin to soften the belly, lift the heart, shoulders pull back. Find your rhythm here, moving with your breath, linking movement and breath. Let's do 2 more here. Nice. And then come back to a neutral spine here. Feet are hip distance apart, so hip distance is about 2 fist width apart. Let your toes tuck under. Wrists are under the shoulders or slightly forwards of the shoulders, spreading the fingers, connect through all the fingertips to the earth. And then lifting your knees away from the floor. Keep the knees bent, lift your hips towards the sky, bring the head in between the upper arms, and then begin to straighten the legs. Bending the knees again. Lower the knees all the way to the mat. Untuck the toes. Round the spine, send the hips back towards the heels to a child's pose. Let's do that one more time. So inhale, come forwards into tabletop. Let the toes tuck under. Lift your knees. And then keep the knees bent, bringing the head in between the upper arms here. Lift your seat towards the sky and then begin to straighten the legs here so that the heels reach for the floor, earth. Rebend the knees. Begin to lower the knees towards the mat. Lift the chest. Untuck the toes. Round the spine. Send the hips back towards the heels to a child's pose. This time, coming forwards once again. Tuck the toes under. Lift the knees away from the mat. Lift your seat towards the sky. Keep the knees bent. Straightening the arms. Press the floor away from you with the hands here. Head in between the upper arms and let the legs begin to straighten. Now just rock a little bit side to side here. And then let your right knee bend. Straighten the left leg here. And then bend your left knee. Begin to straighten the right leg here. One more time, bending your right knee, straightening the left leg. And bending the left knee, straightening your right leg. Nice. Bend both knees and lower the knees towards the mat. Untuck the toes, send the hips towards the heels. Stretch the arms forwards and then let the palms face the sky. So you turn the palms to face the sky. Forehead comes towards the mat. Take some deep breaths here. One more deep breath here. And then come forwards here. Come to sit down. And then Stretch your right leg forwards and let your left knee bend. Bring the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Broaden your seat here, so you can take the hands under your seat and just broaden. And then taking blocks here, if you have blocks, to create some height here. So you frame that right leg, bring one block to the outside, one block to the inside of the right leg. Turn your torso so the navel points towards the extended leg. Press into your seat, lengthen your spine, inhale. And then exhale. See if you can release the forearms here without compromising the length of the spine. Let's take some deep breaths here so you keep anchoring down through the seat, lifting the breastbone. Eyes can close here. Letting go with each breath. And then very slowly begin to rise back up here, and just for a moment, just take a deep breath and notice. And letting your left leg extend and bending your right knee here, bringing the sole of the right foot to the inside of the left leg. Broaden your seat here, so adjust your seat so that your bones can connect to the earth. And then framing that left leg here, turn your torso so the navel points towards the extended leg. Lift the chest here, so front body is long as well as the back body. And then see if your forearms can come to the blocks. You can move the blocks further back if you need. Keep the front body long, keep the left foot flexed. Eyes can close. Take some deep breaths here. And slowly begin to rise back up. And just take a moment here. Take a full deep breath in. And open the mouth, let go. Nice. And stretching both legs out and just create a little movement with the legs here. And then you can take the block on the lowest setting. You can also take a thick pillow. Come down to the back body and just place the feet hip distance apart. Press into the feet, lift your hips, and then slide the block under the sacrum here. So you may have to adjust a little bit so that you're fully comfortable here, supported. And then the hands can rest on the belly. You can extend the arms to the sides, or you can create a circle around the head with the arms. Listen to your body to see what it wants. And let's take some deep breaths here, letting go. Creating space in the body. Allowing the body to let go whatever it's been carrying for you. Then let your right leg begin to extend here. The block or pillow, whichever you used, is still here under the sacrum. The arms can extend to the top of the mat. And then take deep breaths here. And then slowly rebend the right knee, plant the right foot, and then let the left leg fully extend here. Arms are extended to the top of the mat. And then take some nice full deep breaths here. Rebend your left knee, lowering the arms down if you extended them up here, and then press into the feet. Lift your hips and slowly removing the block or pillow and vertebra by vertebra, and lower all the way down to the mats, letting your hands land on the belly. And then just breathe into this newfound space that you created here. Observe, notice the softening. And then letting your feet walk towards each other. Let the soles of the feet meet up, knees open wide, and then take your blocks or a pillow under each knee or thigh here to support the opening. Keep your hands on the belly here. And take some deep breaths here. A few more deep breaths here. And then begin to gather the knees back to center, removing the blocks or pulls, and then letting your legs fully extend now. Letting your arms rest by the sides of the body, palms facing the sky. If you like, taking a blanket here, covering yourself. If you feel the lower back needs a little support, you can bring a blanket under the knees to allow the lower back to settle here. Stretching your whole body at once. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And release. Cleansing your whole body at once. Squeeze all the muscles tight, tight, tight. And release. Filling the belly with your breath. Expand, hold. And release. Filling the chest with your breath. Expand, hold. Let it go. Now just let yourself be still. Namaste.